I'm Josh from Truco Marketing, and we're going to be talking about the 4 different ways you can build a website. I'm here to bring a transparent look into how you build a website. This will range from a pre-built theme, not requiring any knowledge of code, to more sophisticated, custom-built theme requiring an extensive knowledge of code. There's a lot that goes into a website, but I'll only be covering the development process. There's content, design, and user experience, but again, this is only going to be covering the building process of a website. Also, for the demonstration of this video, I'll only be using WordPress as a CMS. There's a lot of different CMSs out there. WordPress is a very popular CMS because it's free and it has a lot of functionality that gives you the flexibility to do what you want to do. You can basically boil these 4 different brackets on any CMS, but again, for the demonstration of this video, we'll be using WordPress for our CMS. First off, we're going to get into the option of a pre-built theme. A pre-built theme is basically a website that has already been coded. All you have to do is add the images and copy, and you're good to go. This does not require any knowledge of code. This is a great solution for an owner or marketer of your company to build a website quick and easily. When you're building a website like this, you purchase your theme or download it for free. And these themes can usually range from free to anywhere from $200. So let's get started on this quick brief overview of what it would look like to install a theme and to start uploading your copy and images to get your site live. Alright, so I purchased my domain, I got my theme off of Google search, and here we are installing and activating this theme. Now we'll go ahead and create our first page. We'll call it home. I'm going to select the pre-built page and start adding my content here. So this is the page theme. Here it's very easy to add content and add images. This is a very image-focused page theme, so you're going to see a lot of placeholder images that'll switch out for my content when I'm building out my page. You're going to create as many pages as you want to, then you're going to add it to your navigation, and you're good to go. Just take it live. That's all you have to do with this type of a website. Second option is a drag and drop theme. For WordPress, this is usually a tool on top of a theme, so you're still going to have to buy a theme and then use that as your overall navigation and footer, and then you're going to utilize this tool. Today we're going to be using Beaver Builder to be able to customize each page. You can also create some templates and create a page from a template utilizing Beaver Builder. This option does not require any knowledge of code again. This is a great solution for an owner or marketer of your company that wants to build a custom site, a custom design, but they don't have the expertise in coding to be able to get that done. You do see this sometimes in agencies. Again, it's a good solution for an agency or a company that wants to build a custom design but they do not have any expertise in coding. So let's get right into it. It'll be quick and brief, and we'll look at what it would take to build a website like this. Okay, so I installed a free theme. I got it installed. I also purchased and downloaded the Beaver Builder tool, which is about $100. So I'm on my page. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Launch Beaver Builder on this page. We get on the front end, and this is where we're gonna start to see the theme layout, the navigation, and the footer, and then the content where you can start building out your custom design on this page. Again, you're going to see the navigation, here's some header content, and here's the footer. This is all coming from the theme design, and again, you can get the theme off of Google search. And then here's where you can start to custom design your website. You can add a heading text, define the text size, and add a link if you would like to. You can also start to build out these modules in a custom design, adding different layouts, different types of design pretty easily and without knowing any code. So again, here, just build out all your pages, do your custom design, add them to the navigation, and take your site live. The third option is a fully custom coded website. For this option, you're going to have to understand 3 core coding languages or hire a developer to get it done. And the 3 core coding languages are going to be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you're also going to have a core understanding of WordPress's CMS. This option gives you complete control over the design. There are no limitations here. You can get pretty sophisticated in the design, and again, you're not limited to a theme with the header or the footer or anything on the page. You can custom code this, and you can create a design that's very unique and relevant to your brand. So we'll take a quick look at what this looks like on the back end and on the front end. I also have a test site that we can see kind of some of the sophisticated layout that you can do with a custom code like this. And again, it's 100% unique. You can create a design first and then develop this on the website online and take it live. So here's the back end of WordPress. We're going to go ahead and go into the custom code here on the back end, and then we'll also go in the front end here to see what that looks like. So you can see some text here that's code, and then that text will show up here on the front end. For this, you can create a very clean and efficient site because you're not pulling any themes or any plugins to make your site look like the way you want it to. It's essentially a developer creating a website with code from a custom design from a designer or a marketer, and then developing in a way that's efficient and clean. One of the cons for building a website like this would be the difficulty to change the content for the website. So let's say you would like to change certain text for the home page. You would have to go into the back-end source code of the site and literally change the text from there, which can get frustrating if you don't understand any code. The fourth and final option to build a website is dynamic custom code. For this option, you're going to have to understand 4 core coding languages, which is going to be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. You're also going to have a core understanding of WordPress's CMS. This is very similar to the custom coded website we discussed as a third option, but this is going to give you more options as an owner or a marketer of your company to quickly change out the content on the back end so that you can display what you want to on the front end easily and quickly. We'll briefly look at what it would look like for an owner or marketer to go in the back end and change some of the content, as well as some practical use cases that you can use this for. There's several other things that are pretty unique, and we'll get into them with this tutorial on that. Here again is our WordPress dashboard. So we're going to go into a page, and it's going to look a little bit different now than the custom coded site. So instead of going into the back end source code to change the content, we'll just go to a page in WordPress and start editing the content from there. So again, here's the page for this test site. Here's our dynamic content for the home page. And if you change the content for these blocks, it'll dynamically change the content for your front-facing website. These dynamic blocks are defined by the developer or agency that you're working with. You can define what you would like to have dynamic and what can remain static for any type of content that's on your site. So for an example, let's just say we don't want so much content for this title. We also want to change the photo for the homepage background. So we'll go ahead and change the image here to this one. We'll have some text here that we'll leave as is, and we'll go ahead and hit update and view the page. So with that, we were able to change our title. We're also change our image. It's that simple. There are some further things that you can do that are unique when developing a website like this. A quick side note here. Here's a client of ours that wanted to have dynamic content on the footer of their website. They wanted to be able to have a library of testimonials displaying across the website's footer. Here we can add, edit, or delete any testimonials for the website. It looks similar to a page. Here's your dynamic content. You can add or change whatever you want to. You can hit publish or update, and it will dynamically show on the front of your website. All this is built around custom code from a developer or an agency that you're working with. I hope that gives you a clear understanding of the development process in building a website. Hopefully you can take this and you can decide whether you want to build a website yourself, work with an agency, or hire a developer to get a website up and live and running for your company. Thanks for joining me on this quick tutorial for the development process of a website. But in the future, I'll be continuing to bring transparent content in the world of marketing to give you insights that's tangible and easy to understand.